morning back in Middleton, and welcome to the Every Bus vlog. It's the second half of the 2s and 3s today. Here's a reminder of the northern half of these routes. The single-digit routes head up Harrogate Road past Chapel Allerton and Moortown, then split up to form 3 circular routes. Each of them goes through Gledo, then gains a 1 and carries on out the other side, meeting up at Oakwood, heading down Roundy Road and back to Leeds. I've exaggerated the distance between the termini for the map. In reality, they're within walking distance from each other. My plan was, I thought, very simple. Take any of the 6 buses up through Gledo and out again. Double back on the second pair of buses, then back on myself again on the third pair, riding that third bus all the way to Leeds. That way I'd visit all 3 termini and ride all 6 buses. In reality, that's not what happened, for reasons of time. You see, the buses have standing time at Gledo. Considerable standing time, in fact. The one I was on was standing for almost half an hour. Riding it out the other side, then doubling back again, would have added well over an hour to my journey, and it was already after lunch. So I figured I'd just ride one all the way around. From Middleton, through Leeds, up through Gledo, then back to Leeds again. I'd get a good feeling for the route that way. The one I ended up riding north was the 13A. It was the same bus I rode to get down here earlier on. The 13A goes back through Belle Isle, under the A Road, through Hunslet, and back up into Leeds. We've already covered all of that, so let's move on. The first place I want to point out is what the next stop announcements call Sheep's Car Junction. I'm about 80% sure it's not pronounced like that, but given my track record with pronouncing place names properly, I don't want to commit to it. Anyway, it's a bus stop sort of floating in the middle of a junction. I'm not entirely sure why they decided to site the bus stop here. Surely it would have made more sense to site it after the bus has left the junction. But, hey, what do I know? The vast majority of the northern half of the route consists of Roundy Road, going through Hare Hills. This road is the one that the Hare Hills shopping district continues in both directions along. The number and range of shops along here is considerable. They've even got a KFC. I don't know if it's as big as the city centre, though it feels like it might be at least as long, but it's certainly the biggest town centre I've seen around Leeds so far. All sorts of stuff around here. It looks like a whole bunch of local businesses, which is exactly what it is, but they've basically got everything for everyone here. They've got a Polish shop. They've got a Romanian shop. They've got an Afro-Caribbean supermarket. Further along, there's all sorts of takeaways. There's all sorts of lawyers, solicitors, immigration services. There's even an internet cafe. I thought they were dead. There's all sorts around here. And there's free parking. What more could you ask for? Maybe when it isn't 6 hours into a filming day, I'll hop off here and have a look around. So far, the stars just haven't aligned, sadly. The 13A goes almost, but not quite, all the way along here to Roundy Park. It's quite a trek, and mostly a straight line. Then it turns left and settles into Gledo. The bus has been constantly on the move at this point for just under an hour and a quarter, and the driver doesn't get much of a break at Middleton. So this is where the driver gets the well-deserved break. The 13A becomes the 3A, and that's about all there is to say about the end of the route, unfortunately. There's not a lot here. After the break, we head back to Leeds. This time we're following Chapeltown Road. We've already done most of Chapeltown on the 7th, so there really isn't much to talk about, with one exception, this former Sikh temple. It was originally a Baptist church, apparently. The Sikh temple moved across the road to nicer premises. Apparently the back of this place is pretty much ruins. They're trying to rent it out for 28 grand a year, on the condition that whoever rents it is responsible for repairing it. I say, good luck with that. And then, quick as you like, we're back in Leeds. It is a much shorter journey on this side of Gledo. I got off of Vicar Lane, outside what used to be a nice little canteen-style restaurant. They don't make those anymore, annoyingly. Feeding a large number of people for not very much money sounds like something that would be both popular and profitable. But what do I know? I'm just a transport vlogger. So that's it. We've now done all 6 of the Middleton buses, the 2s, the 3s and the 3As. That's our last stop for today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, check out the Patreon where you can see these videos ad-free without even signing up, or you can sign up for £5 a month and get them early whenever they happen to be done. And as always, please don't forget to thank your driver.